A warm welcome to you beautiful souls and to my channel Mystical Angels Energy. My name is Kikyo and I am deeply thankful and deeply grateful to have you here today, beautiful souls. All the card decks that I use are listed in the description box below, so let us begin our angelic divine masculine message concerning the divine masculine collective and what they are currently what their life is currently like at the moment, what they are going through. Two of Ariel, so this is the Two of Pentacles. It's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So I feel that your divine masculine is juggling the struggle. They are able to handle whatever is coming their way, and they are doing so in a way that is creative and innovative. And I'm hearing also they're putting themselves out there, okay? So I feel like they are making sure that they are being seen and that they are fulfilling all that they need to fulfill, but they are able to do so in almost like a Zen manner, in a calm state. They are tuning in. And yeah, they are having balance, but I also see that they are, you know, having fun, okay? So they are, I'm hearing accomplishing what they need to accomplish. And I feel like too, they can, it's almost like the Hangman 2 card in the Tarot. They're seeing things from a different perspective. They're seeing things in a way that they had not seen before. Two of Gabriel, a lot of twos here, so you know, I feel like a balance between that yin and yang energy, and also we have the infinity symbol there. So your person realizes that they have an eternal bond with you, divine feminine. If you have clicked on this video, then the divine masculine collective that I am reading for, that's how they feel. They understand that you and them have an eternal bond, and that bond is a divine covenant between you and them and source, and that no one can interfere or, you know, violate that bond in any way. I'm hearing no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Your divine masculine is operating from both divine masculine and divine feminine energy at this time. So we have the Two of Gabriel there. It says, make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. So with these twos as well, and the balance between the divine masculine and divine feminine energy, they are also tapped in and tuned with you. I feel they are exchanging, again, energetic information with your heart space. And the reason I said again is because I said that in the angel message, and I feel a repeat of that here. Again, with that beautiful rainbow energy about the journey being protected. And I feel as though, you know, this divine masculine, they have come a long way. They are using almost like the cane, the staff there, and they have made their way. And I also feel like there is someone else there, okay? They have almost like a, I feel like your divine masculine has a trusted person, someone that they trust, someone who is helping them along the way, guiding them. Now this could be a spiritual connection, but I'm seeing this too as a 3D connection. I feel your divine masculine, that there's someone within their reality that they really trust. And Archangel Gabriel is also connecting with your divine masculine, as well as Archangel Ariel. Now Ariel is the Archangel of Courage, so she is also the mascot of the Strength card here within this tarot deck. And she's also, obviously, that's why she's been chosen for Pentacles. She connects with the earthly physical energy and nature, as well as manifestation energy and finances, wealth, money, abundance. And then Archangel Gabriel connects you with your creativity, the divine messages from heaven, and connects you with that throat chakra, vocal energy, the voice space, anything to do with vocal empowerment and speaking your truth. And I feel as though the divine masculine is preparing to speak his truth. And I feel, again, because this is the Two of Wands, that your Divine Masculine has made plans and choices that are in alignment with their heart space, that are guiding them home to you, Divine Feminine. They are cooperating with the people around them. Four of Raphael, seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. So I feel the Divine Masculine at this time too is tuning in as they move forward with their plans, and they balance between work and moving forward to you, Divine Feminine. That's what I'm really feeling too. And, you know, having some fun time. And I feel like when they're listening to music, or, you know, they're meditating, and I feel they are having visions of you, and they are focused too on you, okay? And they are focused as well on being successful within their career, so that they can, I feel like this Divine Masculine energy here, the essence of they wish to provide for you. And I'm hearing something about putting on the finishing touches. I feel that they have worked on this project for a very long time. And I feel that this project of theirs is almost, that's what the angels are saying, that it's almost completed. And so there's this energy here of them, you know, the angels are reminding them to stay focused, to balance their energies, to not be discouraged with this Four of Cups energy here, to not, you know, fall into this kind of, the angels are saying doubt energy. You know, to not be distracted. Yes, distracted with things that aren't true. To remember with the dragonfly there, dragonflies represent imagination. To remember to tune in with themselves, okay? Right, making work fun, because they may have felt like there was a lot that they were doing. They may have been confused because there was a lot of information being given to them, and they were trying to kind of like Two of Swords energy, make the best possible decision, so they needed to tune in. And the angels are guiding them. Archangel Raphael is guiding them towards their clarity of vision, as we saw there in the angel message. So do go check that out. I feel like that maybe, if you so desire, of course, that feels complementary to this message as well. So they are being reminded to be present with themselves, be present with their emotions, and that there's always other possibilities, and to stay focused on what feels right and what feels fun to them. And, you know, to remember that they are always connected with you, Divine Feminine. Okay, yeah, exhaustion, resentment, and, oh, two wanted to come out, doubt and jealousy. Ooh. Okay, so we have exhaustion is a state of physical and mental fatigue. Thank you, angel, signaling that you need rest and recovery, because I did say here, you know, about, I feel like, you know, they may have been working a lot, but they're coming back into balance. They're being reminded to come back into balance. Overworking drains your energy, so listen to your body's needs and give yourself space to rejuvenate. You will regain your vitality. So your Divine Masculine, because you can also perceive this as a type of past energy, they realize that, you know, they're exhausted, that they cannot give or do any more at this time, especially I feel like with those around them. And I do feel like they have a person there that they can rely on, who is helping them to see things clearly and, you know, to communicate their needs. I also see with the Gabriel energy that, you know, they are going to, if you see that as a present energy, communicate their needs, because, you know, they resent having so much put on their plate, you know. And so I feel they are making it very clear to those around them that, you know, they need some space and that they need time for themselves, time to have fun. And I see them too handing over certain tasks to others. Again, maybe that's the energy there of the other person, someone they can trust, and, you know, someone maybe they can share the workload with. But I do see that they will be able to handle this, and handle this with grace and ease. And again, that the sun is shining down your divine masculine, that they know how to make the best of this, is what I'm hearing. And so resentment says, resentment binds your soul and prevents you from moving forward. It reminds you to release unnecessary burdens and forgive yourself and others. Through forgiveness, you will experience inner liberation and peace. And we had the energy of forgiveness come out in the angel message. Again, this feels complimentary. I think yes, I did. I said in that message about obviously forgiving yourself, the beautiful soul watching, but also I felt if you, through the angel message, connected with a twin flame, I said that, you know, your person may also be mirroring that energy and desiring to experience and feel forgiveness, and to allow that to basically, you know, be felt and known and released. And so I feel like your divine masculine is also saying, divine feminine, please forgive me for, you know, the time things have taken. Especially, I feel, if you've waited a long time. Your person may also be saying too, you know, forgive me for the things that I may have done. And, you know, they may have resented those decisions, and it was creating a stagnation from them moving forward. But I see them releasing that. So you too, divine feminine, can also send out your divine masculine, almost like a Ho'oponopono energy. If you're not aware of what Ho'oponopono is, you can always go research and look that up. It's a Hawaiian mantra that allows you to feel forgiveness, process forgiveness, and then, you know, release what needs to be forgiven, and release that energy and switch the focus too. So I feel like your divine masculine, you know, they may feel a little discouraged, okay? They may feel a little discouraged, but I do see them, you know, tapping in with these emotions. Now, this is called the emotional card deck, and I received this from Amazon. There is no author listed, but this says doubt. Doubt is the lack of trust in yourself or others' abilities, often stemming from fear or uncertainty. And I think I did say about uncertainty. When doubt appears, it reminds you to return to your inner belief. Trust yourself, as you have the wisdom and strength to overcome the challenges before you. And these two cards came out together. So we have jealousy. Jealousy is the desire for what others have, reflecting anxiety about unachieved goals within yourself. When jealousy arises, reflect on the lessons it brings. It reminds you to focus on your own growth rather than comparing yourself to others. So they may feel that they have doubts, okay? That may be the emotional distraction that they need to tune in with. You know, they may feel jealousy at this moment because of the doubt. They may think, again, with the resentment there, that they don't deserve you, or that they're not worthy of you, because they realize they need the forgiveness, and this energy too is exhausting them. So if you see it almost like in reverse as well, you could see this is moving forward, but it's also moving in reverse. So, you know, and then when they have these doubts come up, then they feel jealous because, you know, they know you're the one, and they don't desire to see you with anyone else. And then that kind of creates a resentment where they stagnate. But again, because these are all addressing these issues, but there's also positive messages here of how to transmute these energies. So Archangel Zadkiel is also here to help them process these emotions, to heal these emotions so that they can move forward. And that is what I see them doing. They will switch, they will switch their focus, and instead of using these emotions as a crutch, they're going to take these emotions and use them as fuel and motivation to get what needs done. And I see them balancing the energy, but they will process this energy and forgive themselves and move forward. And you can send that out as well, Divine Feminine. You can send out that energy and they will receive that, like I said, like an energetic, telepathic information exchange. And they may have felt, where was the uncertainty? I think it was right here. They may have felt uncertain too, because there's just so much information being presented to them in their life at this time. And they felt a little lost. They felt unclear. They weren't sure which direction to take. Okay. And so they just, again, I feel like, it's just like, I'm hearing the Duran Duran song, too much information. It's too much information to them. And they may have been also a little bit perplexed, had a little difficulty maybe understanding something at this time. They just need space so they are better able to understand and to process these energies. But I do feel the overarching energy right there is the Two of Ariel for sure. And I also do feel the Two of Gabriel, that, they will be able to balance these emotions within themselves, that they will be able to, balance between work and play, balance between rest and activity. And they will find peace. They will find peace and liberation within their mind and in their heart space. Family relationships. And this is Diana Cooper's The Golden Future. I was going to use this for the angel message, but the angels directed me to use my emotional card deck instead. So I'm using this here, and this is befitting. Family relationships, attune heart to heart. They are, being reminded, the angels are reminding them to, once again, not focus, because the doubt, the jealousy creeps in. These are the negative forces at work trying to distract your divine masculine, okay? The negative entities of forces in the matrix. And yeah, sure, they wish for you to distract, to distract you as well, divine feminine. They do. They try to throw you off your A game. You could see this as devil energy, devil card energy, anything that's not in alignment with source, basically. And they want you to experience resentment and have doubt and jealousy and, to feel exhausted so that you don't move forward and, come into union with your person. They want you to feel unworthy, undeserving, like like you don't deserve this. Look, you did this and you did that, to stay in the energy of shame, to block you. That is devil energy, okay? That is devil card energy. One of the ways you can interpret devil card energy. It's basically negative matrix programming, and they want you to do that because when you come into relationship with your twin flame, it's like taking two already very powerful chosen ones, very powerful souls, and you're putting them together as the ultimate team. You're the ultimate team with your person. Sure, they don't wish for you to come together. They want to tear you apart. Oh, my divine masculine did this to me, or oh, the divine feminine did this to me. Or, oh, does she want me anymore? And then, like, oh, but, maybe I don't deserve her, but then I still really want her. I don't want to see, her with anyone else. And of course, I'm using gender terms right there, but you can resonate with any gender and still be divine masculine, divine feminine energy. because it's just energy. It's like yin and yang. So just making that clear right there for anyone that, you know, resonates with a different gender outside of the two. But it's basically like, yeah, that's what, you know, they want you to do, and they want you to get distracted, okay? They want you to be bored, distracted, kind of feel apathetic. But the beauty of this card, the beauty of the Four of Cups, is that there's always something positive that you can focus on, because that's the message of that tarot card, is that, you know, you may be operating from that energy, but there's also the like the silver lining, the positive message, like, but there's always something else that you can focus on. You can turn that car around and shift your focus. And so the angels are here to remind your divine masculine that you belong together, and they know you belong together. They feel you, attune heart to heart, just as I said. You know, because yeah, when you come together in the matrix, you know, you're a power couple. You change the world, and that's what you're here to do. You're not just here to, you know, just have this love with each other. You're here to be on a mission. You're to have the love with each other, yes, but you're also on a mission to heal this planet in your own divine way. And that could be on a very small scale, just in your home, in your, you know, or in, you know, or it could be a lot bigger. It could be locally, it could be nationally, internationally. But you're here to change the world. And so, okay, these are the things your divine masculine is processing, but they understand the plan that they have. They understand the plan that they have. And I do feel that they are aware of who you are, divine feminine. I do feel your divine masculine is aware of who you physically are. I do feel they've had, again, spiritual visions of you. They've been given prophecy as well, from source, from the divine. Yeah, I just really feel like with that resentment card too, that they kind of have felt like they resented a little bit that they couldn't have been there for you sooner. There's just that process. Okay, food. Choose locally grown organic produce. Okay, so your divine masculine could also be tuning in with higher vibrational food, you know, plant-based foods, which hold higher energy. You know, they don't have that tortured energy from the animals being tortured in factory farming. I am a vegan. Now, I realize that some people coming in are not vegan, okay? And you can be spiritual whether you're vegan or not. I was even spiritual even when I wasn't vegan, okay? But I do believe that, you know, if you remove certain things out of the way, certain blocks out of the way, right, then you increase your vitality, your energy. And it's not that, you know, not spiritual. It's just that you almost like have a more clear connection, maybe through eating you know, produce and things like that. So I feel like your divine masculine is making better choices, and, you know, with the food. But the food to me too can also represent fuel, okay? And it you know, food is fuel, and this is also representing what they're feeding their mind, okay? Because they know what they feed their mind affects their manifestation, affects the reality, creates the reality, and also, you know, affects their emotions. So the angels are reminding them to feed themselves with positive affirmations and remember all that they have. This could also speak to me about gratitude energy and organic. Organic can also mean, to me, you know, being authentic, being real, removing the mask, you know, not people pleasing. They could have resentment too from not speaking their truth. Again, yes, because we have Archangel Gabriel here. And it says important people who share your vision, you know, they may be breaking ties with someone as well who they felt they couldn't speak their truth with. Yes, yes. And wow, bottom of the deck, I'm going to take it. Okay, yeah, sexuality, express pure love. So again, they desire to be with you. They desire to make love to you. They are daydreaming about this. They wish to kiss you. I feel like, yeah, they really wish to embrace you and kiss you, especially when they physically reunite with you. You know, that's one of the first things I feel they want to do, is just take, you know, interlock hands, embrace you really tight, really strong. And, you know, if you, of course, resonate with that, everyone has their own unique way of expressing love, but whatever feels right to you. But I do see that, you know, just a very strong, tight embrace, a tight hug, you know, not uncomfortable, but just a really wonderful hug. And, you know, they wish to give you this really soulful kiss. We have the hummingbirds there that represent, again, infinity, the infinity symbol. They know that you're, again, that you're the person for them. And I feel like, you know, all of this is actually fueling them up. So because I chose the Golden Future deck, and because I chose this deck last, I feel once again, like I said, they are tuning into something then positive. They're taking these negative emotions. And, you know, negative emotions are nothing to fear, beautiful soul or divine feminine. It doesn't mean that, oh my goodness, my divine masculine's not on course, or I'm not on course, you know, when you're experiencing these things. It just means that, you know, we're processing. And as long as we don't allow these things to stagnate, we can, like Archangel Zadkiel says, we can transmute them into something positive. We can see the lessons that they teach. You know, our emotions are our compass. They show us how well we are in alignment with something, or how we are not in alignment with something. So the negative emotions are just there to direct you, like, you know, this is how you're not in alignment. So let's come back into alignment. And that's what the divine masculine is doing. So we have this right too above, the doubt, the jealousy. Okay. I do feel like they are feeling a lot of kind of pent up, I'm hearing a little bit sexual frustration. Okay, that could have exhausted them too, because, you know, with twin flames especially, beautiful souls, you can feel it. I feel it probably is different from, a little bit different from other types of sexual romantic relationships, because the twin flame energy, you know, this is your ultimate person. And, you know, I'm not here to say that everybody has a twin flame, and I'm not here to say that everybody doesn't have, that some people don't have a twin flame. It's all up to you. If you say you have a twin flame, then guess what? You have a twin flame. And maybe some people, the reason that I said maybe not everybody, because there were a few twin flame people that had the perspective of, well, everybody has a twin flame. And then some people said, no, not everybody has a twin flame. So I feel, in order to be like fair, and this is my Libra Mercury coming in here. So I feel, to be fair, it's like, well, you know, it's all up to the individual. You know, some people don't desire maybe a twin flame connection. Maybe some people do. So I feel like with the twin flame connection, it's very intense. It's very fiery, but, you know, it's also peaceful, and it also is harmony. I feel it's both. I read a post that was talking about soulmates and twin flames, and it was saying soulmates are harmonious and peaceful, and, you know, they help you to grow in that way. And then, like, the twin flame connection is fire, it's intense, it, like, you know, helps you to learn important key lessons. I feel like with the twin flame, it's almost like both, because they are your ultimate soulmate. And I've heard twin flame people too say, you know, yes, it's fiery, it's intense, it's passionate, but it also is peaceful at the same time. You know, when you reach a certain level too, then it's like there's this divine peace that comes over you, and it connects you with source energy, which is divine peace, being at ease, almost like a serenity type of energy, where you're able to gracefully, yes, to a Vario energy there, gracefully handle any situation. So I feel this is all becoming relevant with what I'm saying, but you know, I feel like they feel that intense fire. With twin flames, it's like even when you're apart, if you have a twin flame, you may, and I know I do, I experience this as well, you can feel at times like they are present with you or sexually present with you. You feel their energy, you feel turned on. And it's almost like somehow they're energetically with you. That's almost like telepathic lovemaking. And I feel your person, your divine masculine, feels that, okay? And, you know, when they process and release these emotions, then this energy becomes clear to them, but also it's because of, you know, that frustration and stuff too. And, you know, that, like, kind of like exhaustion, like, I'm also seeing that as like, oh, I'm so done. I desire her so much. Like, I feel her in my heart. I desire her so much. And it's kind of overwhelming. It's very intense. And then, you know, again, they kind of resent that they're not, you know, at that very moment, like, physically with you. And then they start having doubts. They start feeling jealousy. But again, I feel like your person is being encouraged to turn that car around, see things from the higher perspective, and know that, like, these are all signs and signals that, again, you're coming into union. Persist. Focus on what feels right to you, feel good. And this, I'm going to say this is like a divine masculine energy. He looks at such peace there, okay? And this is in the middle, so it's like your divine masculine will be at peace. And I feel like nature spirits are also with him, helping him to see the magic within life, to feel grateful for everything. So he's going to tune in, and he's going to be like, yes, I see things clearly now. I can move forward with ease. I'm more at peace with myself. And then this sexual energy becomes a very pure thing. And I feel like you're going to feel this energy, divine feminine, okay, because your heart spaces are connected. And because the divine masculine and feminine are present there, you're going to feel this as well. This is being mirrored to you. You're going to feel all of this. You may feel a little bit as though your person is a bit sexually frustrated at the moment, but then it's going to turn into something very just pure, okay? Pure, authentic. And pure means authentic, okay? It's going to turn into something very high vibrational that lights up your heart space, feels really good. You may be having visions yourself, divine feminine, of being together as a family, you know, creating a family, however you create family, whether you decide to have children or animals or, you know, just connect with your soul tribe, your people, your career, but you are going to feel this energy and it's going to feel really golden and good. And I see your divine masculine's crown chakra lit up, their third eye chakra lit up, okay, and their heart space lit up. So thank you. That was the reading. The angels say that's sufficient. Okay, so I'm going to end it there. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the likes, the shares, the subscribes, the comments. I am truly thankful and grateful because all of those things truly help the algorithm so that, you know, more people can be attracted to these videos and be able to receive these divine messages from heaven. So I truly cherish you and love you, beautiful souls, and the angels cherish you and love you. And until next time, beautiful souls, bless.